start with these side spars. Let's go insert. Let's scroll down and try to find, there we go, part 8 side spars. We're going to bring these in. Do each one of these. Let's go to front view. Let's change that to 90 degrees. Go to this one. Left click fasten mate. Left click the front part of that tube, front diameter of the tube, the inner diameter of that connection. Let's do our offset. Z offset 2 inches. Close that out. Now let's insert another one of those. So let's go down to part 8. Click on that, left click. Left click, let's rotate it. And we don't necessarily have to rotate this each time. It's just for repetition. We could just click on the diameter of the tube and it's going to automatically align it with this connection. Left click on fasten. Left click on that diameter of the tube. Left click inner diameter of the connection. Offset 2 inches. There we go. So do the top spar, insert, scroll down, top spar. Let's bring it up here close. Let's go over, left click, fasten mate, left click, diameter of the tube. Let's zoom in so you can see, left click, the inner diameter of the connection, offset. We're going to go 2 inches on the Z axis. Remember the hoop we created for assembly view that I said we weren't going to print it, but we're going to use it in assembly view. We're going to bring that in. We're going to use it as a reference. So I'm going to get it as close as I can to where it needs to go. This will help us align everything else. Now before we do that, we need to put these connections on. Let's go insert. Let's find our spar connections. Spar hoop connection right here. Let's bring that over. Left click, close that out. Let's zoom in here. We're going to click on the inner diameter. Click on the diameter of this tube. That brings that around. Good. To that fastener, we need to do our offset to the end, to close 2.5, because I think that was the length of that tube when we created it. That'll give extra support, and it brings it all the way to the end. Let's do the next one. Insert. Let's go down. Spar hoop connection. Place it there, close that out, go around, zoom in. So I'm just using the wheel to zoom in. Left click, fasten mate, inner diameter. Diameter of the tube. Offset 2 inches on the Z axis. Oh, 2.5, sorry. Oh, I have that in mind. There. Insert. Go back to the spar hoop connection. Place it here. Fasten, inner diameter. Diameter of the tube. We're going to rotate that, so we'll be able to use this offset. We'll do 90 degrees. Now we could have done this when we inserted it, but we're going to do it using the offset on rotation angle. There we go. 90 degrees on the Z axis gives us our rotation. Now let's go 2 inches. 2.5 inches of offset. Back here, part 20. Let's turn it on and let's just look. So we haven't changed the angle on this yet, but we will. We need to bring this one back so that these are close to each other. We are aligned. That looks good. Let's go back to 24 and let's change that to 2.25. and see where we go from there. So that moved that out. That's it. So we're going to do that one at 2.25. Let's turn these off. We're going to go back to 25 here, and we're going to do 2.25 on this side as well. That should, oops, I did 2.26, 2.25. Now let's look at that. Yeah, that one looks good. Good. All right, let's turn those mates off around the Z-axis. Let's rotate 25 degrees. All right, that's what we want. Let's see how that matches up. Let's go 30 on the Z. Hit enter. See where we get. All right, that is really close. And I think it's going to be easier just to move these in and out. So look at the fastener for this. So show mates. Let's look at our offset on this, and let's go instead of 2 inches. Let's go 1.75. Just need to move it just a little bit, and I don't want to have to. That's perfect. Let's go insert. Let's just start with the top. Let's go top hoop segment. Let's get it close to where it needs to be. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. Right. Let's just look and see where we're at. Okay. Top hoop segment. Let's bring it over here. Close that out. Let's rotate this. But it's close. And so what I'm going to do is just move that over and align those as close as we can to where they're going to go. That looks good. Let's rotate that around. That looks like that is matching the other hoop segment. Insert. Let's do the bottom hoop segment. Let's come over here. Let's insert it, close it out. Click on it, rotate it. Now let's look at this up. That looks good. Let's go all the way around. Looks good there, looks good there. Let's go insert bottom hoop segment. Let's bring it over here. We're going to rotate that 180 degrees. Let's go 180. Flip that over. Left plane. All right, left click. Let's zoom out. Oh, wow. No, we got that one. Let's go insert. Once we put the swing arms on, we'll be done with the assembly view. And then we can go do our 3D prints and then assemble those. Left click on fasten. Let's go until it accepts that area there. Let's roll around here. We want it to catch on to this outer diameter there and fasten directly to it. That's it, and that's where the bolt's going to go. We're going to do the same thing opposite side. Insert. Let's go swing arm. Let's put it over here. Fasten. Left click on that diameter. Left click here, and then close that out. Let's scroll out and look at this. Yep. Let's go to isometric view. Looks good there. Print those off, and then we'll do a small scale real world assembly to make sure everything's fitting together before we invest any money in the tubing we would need or scaling up these connections.